Good morning, Team Train Healthy, Be Wealthy. TY coming to you from a home here in Tampa. As you can see, it is now the Christmas season, my favorite time of year. The kids and I, we put up the tree on Sunday, and I love it. I love this time of year. And speaking of kids, that's exactly what I want to talk about today. I have two children. I have two teenagers. So if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. As we go through these years with our kids, when they're growing up, they go through their adolescent stage, and where everything's a question, and they learn so much, and we enjoy all of the things that they learn growing up as adolescents. When they become teenagers, things change, and we have to grow and change with them. So I know as if you're a parent of a teenager, you understand that struggle that goes back and forth between a parent and their teenager. And I'm no different. I'm learning just like you all are. Just the other day, yesterday, I had a meeting with my daughter's guidance counselor. And so I'm going to share some things about that, and as well my son, my 18-year-old son, and hopefully share some ideas with you that we can all learn from and become better parents to our teenagers. Learn how to get along with them better too. So with my daughter, she's having some issues in her classes at school, so I decided to meet with her guidance counselor and Yanis, my daughter, and talk about what we can do to help her out. And what was amazing about this is that as we met, the guidance counselor was talking to Yanis and sharing some of the same things that I share with Yanis as well. And Mrs. McCoy, she shared with Yanis that she had to make a change in her life. She had to make a change in her life to become better at what she was doing. She shared with Yanis, she said, Yanis, you're going to have to make that change too. It's up to you. And as Yanis is sitting there and she's kind of sad and doesn't really want to talk, which I can understand. She's a teenager. She's sitting there with her dad and a guidance counselor, so she wasn't happy about that. But I think we made some progress and we got through it to her. We're like, hey, Yanis, this is on you. You have to make a change in your life. And one of the great things that Ms. McCoy shared with my daughter, with Yanis, is about making better habits. And when you make better habits, you can change your life. And I've shared this with Yanis, and I'll share it with you as well. Bad habits are easy to form, but hard to live by. Good habits are hard to form, but easy to live by. And I shared that with her because she's just created some bad habits, and once we get those habits changed, she'll be able to change the rest of her life as well and move forward through school. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. And I'm glad that we had that meeting yesterday, and I think it was something that was going to help her continue to be successful in school. So remember that when you're dealing with your young teenage children. She's 15 now. Just work with them, give them positive information, and they'll be okay. I have an 18-year-old son, Terrence, my junior. He's 18 now. So I don't know how many of you have 18-year-olds, but if you do, you feel me. You know where I'm coming from. For Terrence, just a couple of weeks back, he's 18 years old. Typically, I picked him up. We go do great things, and like this, putting up the tree. 2 weeks ago, I go to pick him up, and he says, I don't know if I want to go. I want to hang out with my friends instead, Maybe I'll drive over tomorrow or something. And I'm like, wait, where'd this come from? I'm like, I thought you were going with me. And then I realized what he was saying was he wanted to be with his friends. That was more important than being with me, being a dad. And I get that. For a second, it kind of hurt. I was like, And then I realized, he's 18. And being with his friends is a lot more important than being with me. And of course, it's a lot more cooler than being with me as well. And so what happened a couple of days after that, which is really what shocked me and kind of got me to thinking about this, and why I'm doing this video is, I was at work, and I was telling one of my co-workers what we're going to do for Thanksgiving. And the first thing she said to me was, oh, your 18-year-old still wants to hang out with you? And this is after I had that conversation with T, and I had to tell her, I was like, wow, I was like, actually, no, he doesn't want to hang out with me. And it was funny, but it was real, you know. She said that, and I was like, no, he doesn't. And what she said to me was like, I'm glad you said that, because I'm not the only parent that's going through that. She has some older daughters, 20 and above, where she's already been through what I'm going through now. And it really got me to thinking, and it really made me feel better to understand that, you know what? I'm not alone either. I'm not the only parent going through this, and you're not alone either. So if your 18-year-old is rebelling, and he's going through those stages, or she's going through those stages, remember, it is perfectly natural and normal for them to go through those stages. And what we as parents want to do, and what I'm doing, is realizing that, putting myself in that mindset. Remember, I was 18 before too. And when I do that, just that alone totally changes my perspective. And of course, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So when I put myself in that mindset, when I was 18, did I want to hang out with my dad? Or did I want to go out with my friends? I wanted to go out with my friends. So I know where he's at. I know where he's at. And now I'm being able to understand that more. And it really, really helps. So I just want to share that with you. That's how I'm learning to ride these waves and get through these teenage years. If you're a parent of a teen, you know what I'm talking about. And what I'm sharing with you now is, always remember, when you're going through these waves with your teenagers, remember to put yourself in their mindset. Bring yourself back to when you were a teenager. Change your perspective. See it a little differently, and it will certainly change your life. It's TY. I'm signing off. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up or a like. Remember to subscribe to my page here on YouTube. As always, I hope you have an excellent day, and allow the universe to work in your favor, and be blessed.